All right, what's going on, people? How y'all doing today? IOBA, I'm TC. So by now, I'm sure everybody heard about that nasty bit of business that's going on out in Los Angeles with the city council president and her three cohorts sitting there talking all that shit about black people and calling the little boy a monkey and all of that bullshit. Well, to us enlightened black folk, that has never been a secret. I mean, the way some Hispanics feel about black people. I mean, you just take a look at the way they treat the black people in the countries that they come from. You know what I mean? They always call us motherfucking monkeys. I mean, if you check out some old, TV shows and movies and shit, you can hear references to that. But we've always known that white Hispanics didn't like black Hispanics, and they definitely don't like black Americans or blacks from anywhere for that matter. They just don't like black people. I mean, like I've said many times before, nobody likes black people. A lot of black people don't even like black people. I remember one time I was dating this Puerto Rican woman, and she was a black Puerto Rican woman. And I had a coworker who happened to be a white Puerto Rican woman. Now their skin complexion was pretty close to the same, but they could look at each other and see who was a white Puerto Rican and who was a black Puerto Rican, and from the jump, they didn't get along. Not to mention it was two women. But I didn't quite understand the racial dynamic at that time. This was back in 2000 and, I don't know, 2 or 3, something like that. I didn't understand the racial dynamic. So I went home and I started checking that shit out and searching a little bit. And it reminded me of some shit that I had learned back in the 70s and 80s. That the black people in a lot of these Latinx countries get shitted on just like the black people in this country. And so to find out that the LA Hispanic crowd thinks that the black people in Los Angeles are monkeys and all that type of shit, it's no surprise to me at all, not even a little bit. Those four individuals, yeah, they do need to go ahead and resign, but it ain't gonna matter because the people that come in behind them, if they're Hispanic, there's a good chance that they're gonna feel the same way. They're just gonna be more careful about who hears them talk that shit. Because in the front of the camera, they'll be all black-brown alliance and black and brown people, this and all of that stuff. When they get home, all that shit go out the window. That's all just for the cameras. Trust and believe, that shit's all just for the cameras. It ain't no surprise to me. Not even a little bit. Me and my Puerto Rican girlfriend that I had back in the day, we used to talk about that shit all the time. And yeah, she said that in Puerto Rico and in many other Latin American countries, that's the motherfucking hierarchy. The darker you are, the lower on the totem pole you sit. But I got a question. And my question is this. At what point in, the melanin transformation from really, really white down to really, really black, or from really, really black down to really, really white, does the intellect change or shift? I mean, because you hear all of these white people, light-skinned people talk about how dumb black people are, and that's Hispanic blacks versus white Hispanics, and Europeans versus Africans and all that. At what point during the melanin transformation does the IQ shift? I mean, you get to a certain point of darkness and all of a sudden your IQ drops by 50 points? Is that what they're trying to have us believe? Your humanness, it drops by 50 or 60 points? Is that what they're trying to get us to believe? Because I'm trying to find these really super intellectual light-skinned people. I'm trying to find them. I ain't been able to find them yet. Everybody pretty much the same. I mean, you got dumb motherfuckers in all goddamn racial strata. And you got really, really, really bright and intelligent motherfuckers in all the racial strata. But if you listen to the light-skinned people and the white people, they'll have you believe that they got something on dark-skinned folks like myself. As far as civility, as far as intellect, as far as everything. That's what they would have you to believe. You know? I mean, I even met, when I was a youngster, being a youngster, I was dark-skinned. So I was kind of ostracized by a bunch of the kids in the neighborhood. I mean, we all grew out of it, and we all realized it was bullshit after about 13, 14, or 15. But when you little, and you watching TV, and you getting all this negative imagery of black people and dark-skinned people, well, it kind of get into your young mind. And you think that, the whiter somebody is, the better they are. The closer you are to being a white person, the better you are. Some people never let go of that fucking notion, as demonstrated by these council people. So, I want to know, at what point does your intellect change? At what point do you become a better or a worse person based on how much melanin you got in your skin? And then, one other question before I close out. I want to know who these motherfucking leakers are. Because you always find out about, a racist motherfucking bunch of police by somebody leaking the video or the audio from a conversation they had. And that's what happened here. You had somebody leak the conversation that these motherfuckers thought they was having in private. I wonder what the mindset of that leaker is. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to find out about that at some point. Anyway, ain't no big surprise. Motherfucking Latinos, white Latinos is racist. Always have been, always will be. And with that, I'm going to close. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Holler back at me. Leave a comment and help me get my subscribers. I couldn't even say it. Help me get my subscribers up to 50. All right? And I'll catch you on the next one. TC, and I'm out.